Picture yourself sipping coffee by a harbor, strolling past flower-filled streets, or waking up to mountain views so stunning they look photoshopped. Canada isn't just cold and polite, it's bursting with cities that mix natural beauty, vibrant culture, and unbeatable quality of life. From charming coastal gems to dynamic urban playgrounds, 2025 is the perfect time to discover where scenic living meets everyday joy. Curious where you can live your most beautiful life without blowing your budget? Let's dive into the places where nature, comfort, and charm collide. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 most beautiful cities to live in Canada in 2025. Number 10. Montreal, Quebec. Imagine waking up to the aroma of fresh croissants, cobblestone streets humming with art, and French melodies floating through the air. That's Montreal for you, a beautiful blend of Europe and North America that oozes culture, creativity, and character. And let's be honest, there's no other Canadian city quite like it. With over 1.7 million people calling Montreal home, it's the second largest city in Canada but still feels cozy. One of the biggest perks? The cost of living here is way more manageable than you'd expect for such a dynamic metropolis. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is around $1,400 in the city center, which is significantly lower than in Toronto or Vancouver. Groceries, transportation, and even entertainment won't break your bank. A monthly public transport pass costs about $94 Canadian, and you can travel all over the island. Now, let's talk lifestyle. Montreal is a four-season stunner. Think vibrant fall colors, snow-covered winters perfect for skating, lush green summers filled with jazz festivals, and blossoming springs. Sure, winters can hit 15 degrees Celsius, but locals know how to embrace it. Plus, there are over 200 parks and one epic mountain, Mount Royal, right in the heart of the city. Education and healthcare are top-notch. Montreal is home to McGill and the University of Montreal, both ranked among the best in the world, and healthcare is covered under Quebec's public system. C'est magnifique, but the real soul of Montreal is its people. It's bilingual, multicultural, and has one of the highest immigrant populations in Canada. Over 34% of residents were born outside of the country. You'll hear French, English, Arabic, Creole, and many other languages just walking down Rue Sainte-Catherine. If you want creativity, affordability, and global vibes all wrapped up in a scenic, soulful city, Montreal is your place. Number 9. Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. If you've ever dreamed of living in a postcard, Charlottetown might just be it. This charming capital of Prince Edward Island is small, just around 40,500 people, but it's big on community spirit, seaside beauty, and old-world character. Life here moves at a relaxed coastal pace that just feels good for the soul. One of the best things about Charlottetown is its affordability. You can rent a cozy one-bedroom apartment downtown for around $1,100 Canadian, and outside the city center, it drops closer to $900. Compared to big city chaos and sky-high prices, Charlottetown feels like a breath of fresh ocean air, literally. And speaking of fresh air, the weather is surprisingly pleasant for Atlantic Canada. Summers are warm but not sweltering, averaging around 23 degrees Celsius, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, and winters, while chilly, hover near 7 degrees Celsius, 19 degrees Fahrenheit. Plus, you're never more than a 15-minute drive from a beach. How many cities can say that? Charlottetown also packs a cultural punch. It's the birthplace of Confederation and still carries that historic charm with Victorian buildings, waterfront boardwalks, and cozy cafes. The Confederation Center of the Arts hosts festivals, theater, and live music, keeping the city vibrant year-round. Healthcare is accessible, crime rates are low, and traffic is almost non-existent. It's perfect for retirees, remote workers, or young families craving safety and community. And the people? Incredibly welcoming. Hay is known as Canada's gentle island, and Charlottetown lives up to that title with warmth in every corner. Plus, seafood lovers are in for a treat. Lobster rolls, mussels, and chowder are just everyday things here. It's a foodie's coastal paradise. If you're looking for an intimate, beautiful, and peaceful place to live where you'll know your barista's name and wave to your neighbors every morning, Charlottetown is the gem you've been searching for. Number 8. Kelowna, British Columbia. If Canada had a Napa Valley, Kelowna would be it. Tucked into British Columbia's Okanagan Valley, this sun-drenched city is all about lake views, vineyards, and outdoor living. With about 156,000 residents, Kelowna offers the perfect blend of big city perks and a laid-back lifestyle. Now, Kelowna isn't the cheapest on this list, but it's a trade-off for paradise. A one-bedroom apartment downtown will run you around $1,800 Canadian per month. But with 2,000 hours of sunshine a year, sandy beaches on Okanagan Lake, and a glass of local Pinot in hand, it's worth every penny. The weather is absolutely dreamy. Summers are warm and dry, with highs around 28 degrees Celsius, 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and winters are mild compared to the rest of Canada, averaging around 2 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Fahrenheit. If you love biking, hiking, boating, or skiing, Big White is just an hour away. Kelowna checks every box. The economy is also booming. Tech, healthcare, tourism, and agriculture, especially wine, are driving growth. It's one of Canada's fastest-growing cities, attracting both retirees and young professionals. The wine industry here is massive, with over 40 wineries nearby. Healthcare access is solid, with Kelowna General Hospital being one of the largest in the province. Schools and community centers are excellent, too, making it ideal for families. Kelowna is also incredibly scenic. Think vineyards rolling into lakefront estates with snow-capped peaks in the background. Plus, the city has a great downtown with farm-to-table restaurants, craft breweries, art galleries, and summer festivals that light up the waterfront. Diversity is rising too. More people from across Canada and even internationally are settling here, making it increasingly cosmopolitan while still feeling local and tight-knit. If you're craving a lifestyle where every day feels like a vacation, Kelowna might just be your forever place. Number 7. Burlington, Ontario. Tucked between Toronto and Niagara Falls, Burlington is one of those cities that gets everything just right. With a population of about 190,000, it's big enough to offer variety but small enough to feel cozy and clean. It's also consistently ranked as one of Canada's best cities for families, and it's not hard to see why. Let's start with livability. Burlington has an incredibly low crime rate, tons of green space, and great schools. It's super walkable, with neighborhoods like Aldershot and Millcroft offering leafy streets, parks, and top-rated schools. Spencer Smith Park along Lake Ontario is a local gem. There's a pier, beach access, and summer jazz festivals. It feels like a vacation but in your backyard. The cost of living here is higher than in Charlottetown or Kelowna, but not sky-high like downtown Toronto. A one-bedroom in the city center is around $2,100 Canadian, while groceries, utilities, and public transport are moderate. You do pay for the perks, but it's worth it for the quality of life. The weather is not too bad. Summers hit a comfortable 27 degrees Celsius, 81 degrees Fahrenheit, and winters average around 6 degrees Celsius, 21 degrees Fahrenheit, totally manageable, especially with Lake Ontario moderating the chill. Plus, you're just a short GO train ride to Toronto or a weekend wine tour away from Niagara on the lake. The local economy thrives on manufacturing, education, and healthcare, and remote workers love its peaceful vibe. Commuters enjoy fast access to major highways, and digital nomads are obsessed with Burlington's mix of nature and connectivity. Burlington isn't flashy, it's smart, balanced, and beautiful. It's where neighbors wave, patios fill up on Friday nights, and the community feels strong. If you're looking for a safe, scenic, and friendly place to call home, Burlington deserves your full attention. Number 6. Halifax, Nova Scotia. There's something magnetic about Halifax. It's not just the salty breeze off the Atlantic or the historic harborfront, it's the energy. With over 480,000 residents, Halifax is the economic and cultural heart of Atlantic Canada, but it still keeps that laid-back, small-town soul. The cost of living here is one of the best deals in any Canadian capital. Renting a one-bedroom downtown costs around $1,700 Canadian dollars, and outside the core, you can find great places for under $1,400 Canadian. Compared to cities like Toronto or Vancouver, that's a steal. And it's not just affordable, it's livable. Halifax consistently ranks high in safety, walkability, and friendliness. Weather-wise, you'll get all 4 seasons, but nothing extreme. Summers are mild and breezy, averaging 23 degrees Celsius, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, while winters hover around 5 degrees Celsius, 23 degrees Fahrenheit. You'll get snow, sure, but also plenty of stunning coastal views, sea spray, and the occasional moody fog that feels like it belongs in a novel. Halifax is also a university town. With institutions like Dalhousie and St. Mary's, there's a constant stream of energy, innovation, and coffee-fueled student chatter. It's diverse too. About 10% of the population are immigrants, and that number is climbing fast thanks to Nova Scotia's immigration-friendly policies. Downtown Halifax offers a gorgeous mix of history and modernity, with heritage buildings turned into breweries, boutiques, and cafes. The waterfront boardwalk? Absolute magic. You can watch boats bob on the harbor while munching on fresh lobster rolls and sipping local craft beer. Halifax is also growing fast. Its tech sector is rising, the job market is expanding, and real estate is booming. Yet despite this momentum, it stays warm, inviting, and real. If you crave ocean views, historic charm, and a lifestyle where your neighbors still smile and say hello, Halifax isn't just beautiful, it's heartwarming. Number 5. Calgary, Alberta. Calgary is where big city excitement meets wild mountain freedom, and it's one of the most underrated beautiful cities in Canada. With over 1.3 million residents, this Alberta powerhouse is modern, ambitious, and sparkling clean, with over 320 days of sunshine a year, more than any major Canadian city. One of Calgary's greatest strengths is affordability. Despite its size, it's still accessible. A one-bedroom in the city center averages $1,700 Canadian, and property taxes are lower here than in most provinces. There's no provincial sales tax either, so your dollars stretch further. Gas prices are among the lowest in the country. Let's talk weather. It's a mixed bag but fascinating. Winters can dip to 15 degrees Celsius, 5 degrees Fahrenheit, but then suddenly warm up thanks to Chinooks. Warm, dry winds that can raise the temperature by 15 degrees in a single afternoon. Summers are gorgeous, sunny, and dry, with highs around 25 degrees Celsius, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Perfect for hiking, biking, or heading to Banff, just 90 minutes away. Calgary's skyline is sleek, but the city's heart lies in its neighborhoods. Kensington is trendy and walkable, Inglewood's full of charm and culture, and the Beltline pulses with nightlife and restaurants. And yes, Calgary Stampede season is a whole mood, boots, barbecue, and some of the friendliest crowds you'll meet. Calgary's economy is strong, historically rooted in energy but now diversifying into tech, transportation, and finance. It also boasts one of the highest median household incomes in Canada, around $99,000 Canadian. Healthcare access is solid, public transit is reliable, and parks. Over 5,000 hectares of green space. And don't let the cowboy hat fool you, Calgary is cosmopolitan. Over 30% of its population is foreign-born, and the city is embracing diversity faster than ever before. If you want adventure-ready beauty with all the urban perks, Calgary is the place to set your sights. Number 4. Victoria, British Columbia. Victoria is the kind of city that makes you sigh in happiness. It's not just beautiful, it's poetic. Sitting on the southern tip of Vancouver Island, this capital of British Columbia is all about ocean views, old-world charm, and the kind of laid-back lifestyle that feels like therapy. Let's start with the weather because it's legendary. Victoria boasts the mildest climate in Canada. Winter temperatures average a comfy 5 degrees Celsius, 41 degrees Fahrenheit, and summer hovers around a breezy 22 degrees Celsius, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Snow is rare, and sunshine is generous, with over 2,100 hours of it each year. If cold Canadian winters scare you, Victoria is your safe haven. Now, this beauty comes at a price. The average rent for a one-bedroom downtown is around $2,200 Canadian, and housing prices are high. But people pay for a reason: lifestyle. Victoria is walkable, clean, and filled with stunning architecture, from the iconic Parliament buildings to the flower-filled gardens of every neighborhood. The quality of life here is top tier. Healthcare access is excellent, and the city is a dream for retirees, artists, and nature lovers alike. The inner harbor buzzes with buskers, ferries, and seaplanes, and just minutes away, you'll find hiking trails, whale-watching spots, and beaches that look like movie sets. It's not just a retirement city anymore, Victoria's economy is thriving. The tech sector is booming, and remote workers are flocking here for the scenery and stability. Plus, the University of Victoria and Camosun College inject youthful energy and innovation into the city. Over 18% of Victoria's population are immigrants, adding rich diversity to its already colorful community. You'll hear multiple languages in the markets and see global cuisine thriving on every block. If your dream life includes ocean views, low-stress vibes, and nature all around you, Victoria is calling, and honestly, it's hard to say no. Number 3. Ottawa, Ontario. Now here's a surprise for some. Canada's capital city isn't just about politics and parliament. Ottawa is one of the cleanest, safest, and most charming cities in the country. With just over 1 million residents, it strikes a beautiful balance between cosmopolitan vibes and small-town peace. Let's talk affordability. For a capital city, Ottawa is shockingly reasonable. A one-bedroom apartment downtown averages around $1,800 Canadian, while in the suburbs like Canada or Barrhaven, you can find places for $1,400 or less. Groceries and transportation also sit below national averages, and the OC Transpo system makes it easy to get around. Ottawa is a four-season stunner. Summer festivals, crisp fall colors, snowy winters, and blooming tulips in spring. The city's got it all. Winter does get cold, about 10 degrees Celsius, 14 degrees Fahrenheit, on average, but who else can say they skate to work on the Rideau Canal? Culturally, Ottawa punches way above its weight. The National Gallery, Canadian Museum of History, and the Byward Market offer endless experiences. With two major universities, U Ottawa and Carleton, it's full of youthful energy and diversity. Nearly 30% of residents were born outside Canada. Ottawa is also a tech hub, especially in areas like Canada North. Jobs in government, healthcare, and education are abundant, and the average household income is around $102,000 Canadian. Healthcare is excellent, schools are top tier, and it's consistently ranked among Canada's happiest and healthiest cities. Outdoor lovers rejoice. There are over 850 parks and trails, plus Gatineau Park just 15 minutes away for hiking, biking, and scenic drives. The air feels fresh, the people are friendly, and everything just works. If you're after stability, beauty, cultural richness, and a truly livable city, Ottawa's got it all wrapped up in maple leaves and national pride. Number 2. Vancouver, British Columbia. If Canada had a poster child for jaw-dropping beauty, it would be Vancouver. This West Coast superstar, with over 2.6 million people in the metro area, is where ocean meets mountains and city life meets outdoor adventure. It's the ultimate urban-nature hybrid. Yes, it's expensive. Let's get that out of the way. Rent for a one-bedroom downtown is $2,600 Canadian, and buying a home? Expect prices above $1.2 million. But people still flock here, and for good reason. When your backyard includes Stanley Park, English Bay, and Grouse Mountain, life just hits differently. Vancouver's weather is another huge draw. While much of Canada freezes, Vancouver winters are mild, averaging 4 degrees Celsius, 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes, it rains a lot, about 160 days a year, but it's a trade-off for not needing a snow shovel. Summers are sunny and perfect, with highs around 24 degrees Celsius, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. This city is a cultural mosaic. Nearly 45% of Vancouver's population identifies as a visible minority, making it one of the most diverse cities in North America. You'll hear languages from all over the globe and can eat world-class sushi one night and authentic Ethiopian the next. The economy is buzzing too. Tech, film, tourism, and green energy are booming. Vancouver is Canada's gateway to the Pacific, and its global connections are only growing. Average household income is about $90,000 Canadian, and the job market is strong for skilled workers. Healthcare is high quality, schools are top-notch, and public transit, especially the SkyTrain, is fast and efficient. The city is also incredibly green, both in foliage and eco-conscious living. Whether you're kayaking after work, skiing on the weekend, or biking along the seawall, Vancouver offers a lifestyle that's active, global, and breathtakingly beautiful. Number 1. Quebec City. Quebec. Stepping into Quebec City feels like walking into a European fairy tale without leaving North America. With its cobblestone streets, 400-year-old architecture, and French flair, Quebec City is not just beautiful, it's breathtakingly unique. No wonder it tops our list as the most beautiful city to live in Canada in 2025. Home to just over 560,000 people, Quebec City is big enough to buzz but small enough to stay cozy. And here's the kicker, it's surprisingly affordable. A one-bedroom apartment downtown averages around $1,200 Canadian, and groceries, dining, and healthcare all come in below the national average. This is one of Canada's few cities where beauty and budget both win. Let's talk vibes. Quebec City is all about charm, from the Chateau Frontenac watching over the St. Lawrence River to the quirky, colorful houses of Old Quebec. This city oozes character. It's walkable, like really walkable. You can live, work, and play within a 20-minute stroll. Of course, winters here are cold, with average lows hitting 12 degrees Celsius, 10 degrees Fahrenheit, but the city embraces it. Think Carnaval de Quebec, ice hotels, and snowy streets that look like Christmas postcards. Summers are warm and festive, with music, food, and art spilling into the streets. The city's French-speaking majority gives it a truly international flavor, but don't worry, many locals are bilingual. Plus, it's one of Canada's safest cities and boasts a strong healthcare and education system. Université Laval keeps the academic energy alive, while local tech and tourism sectors fuel the job market. But perhaps what makes Quebec City stand out the most is how loved it feels. It's a place where neighbors know each other, where history is alive, and where every sunset over the river feels like a painting. If you want to live somewhere magical, affordable, and authentically different, Quebec City isn't just beautiful, it's unforgettable. And there you have it, the top 10 most beautiful cities to live in Canada in 2025. Whether you're drawn to the charming streets of Montreal, the coastal paradise of Charlottetown, or the European allure of Quebec City, Canada has something for everyone. Each city offers a unique blend of natural beauty, vibrant culture, and quality of life, proving that you don't have to compromise when it comes to living in a truly beautiful place. If you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more amazing travel and lifestyle content from Travel the World. Let us know in the comments which city you'd love to call home or if we missed any hidden gems. See you in the next video.